What about it, good people of YouTube? What is crackalating? I am Dope, and this is Dope Comics on my YouTube channel. I will be your idiot leader for the next 7 to 10 minutes, and I'm going to be showing some comic books. Like always, a little show and tell, you know what I'm saying? Today we're going to be looking at moderns, and I got a box I got to unbox. So what's in the box? We got to find out. I bet you it's some pre-code crap, because that's about all I ever get in boxes. So anyway, let's start out with what I picked up at the comic book shop this week. We got from Dark Horse, #1, Shock Shop. Say that 3 times with some spaghetti in your mouth. That's a hard thing to say, but I went in there and I told them, put it on my pull list. Why did I put it on my pull list? Because it's Cullen Bunn. If you get anything with Cullen Bunn on it, it's good stuff. Cullen Bunn is one of my favorite writers, so go out and get you some Shock Shop. This is a flip book, and I didn't know what flip book meant when I bought it. I hoped it wasn't one of them books that you go through and turn it real fast and like it goes animation, but it's not. What flip book means is if you flip it over, it's the other cover. Half the book is one direction, half the book is the other direction. You got to find inside where the book turns upside down. So 2 stories in every book. You flip it over. It's got the other story in there. I don't like that. I don't know why they did that. I'm good with anthologies. I'm good with multiple stories in a book. I used to love Twisted Tales and all my old stuff I used to read that had multiple stories in it. But just keep them the same direction, man. We ain't got to do all that flipping. Anyway, best cover of the week. Love this alien cover. Look at that dead body. See that? But this is Alien #1. It's probably a terrible read, but it looks like an ocean or something back there, and you got all these dead bodies. He's just picking them off. Great cover. Really like Alien 1. So I'm going to give that a read. That's multiple Marvel books I bought. I bought 2 Marvel books in 2 weeks. Because in my last haul, I guess 2 months, but in my last haul for Moderns, I had the Peach Momoko Predator cover, and now I got the Alien book. So I've never been a real big Alien fan. I love Predator, but I'm not a giant Alien fan. But if it's horror and it's out around October, why not get it? It's kind of more sci-fi, but I call it horror. Here is Cradle Filth #2, and we're not going to move this because there's titties. And I'm usually not a titty comic book guy, because one day my kids are going to go through all my books when I'm dead, and they're going to be like, what the fuck was he doing? He's got these books with titties all in there. And if I want to look at titties, I know the right websites on my phone to look at if I want to look at titties. But I just want to look at comic books, so I don't want to look at titties. But I do love Cradle of Filth. This is a good. I don't know why the only cover they came out with had titties, but it did. But it's a great. I guess you call it anthology, even though some of them are 2-parters. But Cradle of Filth, check them out. Great books. Then we got #4 of 5, Devil's Highway. Volume 2 has not been as good as Volume 1. The covers are a little cheesy looking, but Devil's Highway still pretty brutal. And I picked this new book up here. It is called The Boogeyman. And I wasn't going to get this from a Blaze, but I thumbed through it, and the artwork's pretty good, so I thought I'd give it a read, and maybe I'll be hooked on The Boogeyman. And my pick of the week, and I ain't even read it yet, but I'm so excited about this book. If you don't have this book on your pull list, if you ain't got #1, go out and get it. It came out Wednesday, 2 days ago. This is from Black Caravan. It is Blade in the Dark. And this book looks amazing on the inside. It's got great artwork. It's got monsters. It's got ninjas. What else do you fucking want, bro? This book has it all. Blade in the Dark. Remember that name? Because I have a feeling this is going to have a cult following. Blade in the Dark. I put it on my pull list, and I haven't even read the first one yet. So that is all my modern pulls for this week. But now what everybody wanted to see, what is in the box? And I've pre-opened this box because usually these boxes whoop my ass and it takes me forever to open a box. And I'm sitting there fumbling around trying to find something to talk about and trying to seem interesting while I'm getting my ass whipped by a box. But anyway, Cool story about this book. There's a guy out there called the Book Abyss. You might know him, you might not. He's usually on like the low grades. It's another show. If you're not subscribed to low grades, I've shouted them out before. But there's a guy called the Book Abyss, and me and him started being friends, I think, during COVID, during 2020. And the first ever post I remember ever, he commented on my IG account. I posted some pre-code horror, shocker, and he said, "Man, I love pre-code horror, and I love EC books," because I posted an EC book. He said, "My dream one day is to own an EC, either Vault of Horror or I think either that or Tales from the Crypt." And I just, first time he'd ever posted on my stuff, I said, "Well, I'll send you one on your birthday." And he was like, "Really? You don't even know me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what the hell? I'll send you one on your birthday." I'm thinking 5 months, 8 months away. He's like, "Well, my birthday's next week." And I said, "Well, I'm a man of my word. I'll send you one. What do you want?" And next thing you know, he got a book in the mail. So let's open this up and see what it is. And maybe the story will make sense. This guy put it in a Ziploc bag. Never seen that technique. But we got the Ziploc bag. Dang. Now maybe the Ziploc bags will whip my ass. But anyway, we got a Ziploc bag. Pretty crafty way of doing things right there. But inside the Ziploc bag, we got some painter's tape and a bunch of this. Oh, good grief. Maybe I should have did some more pre-opening. So now we got to this. This dude wasn't playing around. I'm glad people pack stuff good, but some of them go a little overboard, brother. A little overboard on the packaging. If I was the editor, we could speed this stuff up. You probably already forgot my Book the Abyss story by now. So anyway, Book the Abyss, for his birthday, this guy I didn't even know, I sent him a Vault of Horror, number 37, classic cover of a dude hanging. And he got it, and it was a CGC blue label, 1.5. And it was a cool book. I bought that book because I like that book. But Book Abyss seemed like a cool guy. And I wanted him to have it because that was his dream book. He wanted one of those in his collection. So I got him one. But after I gave him my 37, guess who started missing his 37? So I thought, hey, I got to get me a 37. So I went out and found me a exact same copy. Another 1.5 Vault of Horror 37. So on here. So if you're watching this Book Abyss, now we both have 1.5 blues Vault of Horrors. You can see the dude hanging. You can see his shadow back here. This is 1954. And this is just crazy times to know your kid could bring home a book with a dude committing suicide on it. And it was acceptable back in the days. You know, I could see why parents got, pissed. Because this was the #1 media back in the day. There wasn't no phones. There wasn't no, TVs didn't come out to 55. This is 54. I watched Back to the Future. I remember when the TV came out there in part 1 when Marty got hit by the car by his grandfather. But that's how I learned my history, is watching movies. But this is a 1.5 Vault of Horror 37 from July of 54. It's a Johnny Craig cover. It's a hanging cover. So, very gruesome cover. It's good for the holidays. Probably not Thanksgiving, but it's great for Halloween. So, until the next time, you saw some modern horror. You saw some old pre-code horror. We got a dude hanging himself, and we got some other cool books. It's modern aliens and crap. Until the next time, if you like what you see, just click the like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe today. I know like 75% of the people that watch these shows ain't even subscribed to my channel. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. You'll get more awful stuff like this. Why wouldn't you want to see more of this beautiful face? Just subscribe today. And we'll be up to 300 before long. And, I was going to ask you a question to leave a comment, and I had a good one, and I can't remember what it was. But just leave me any comment, I guess. If you like what you see, tell me your favorite horror line. Tell me what you got in your pull box. Tell me whatever you want to tell me. And until the next time, I will see you again beneath a blackened sky.